Welcome to the Praetorian Guard demonstration part 2. In this demonstration we'll be covering the User Auditing console. Praetorian Guard is a Microsoft-based network management, network monitoring, and employee monitoring system. The User Auditing console's features include desktop monitoring, application auditing, website usage, keylog auditing, activity analysis, and session auditing. Let's begin by looking at the Praetorian Guard User Auditing console. Once you've configured Praetorian Guard to collect user data and monitor users across PCs across your network, you will use the User Auditing console to monitor and review the data collected. When you come into the User Auditing console, there are 6 choices on the home page that you can choose to log into initially. The first is the desktop auditing. This allows you to view screenshots captured of users on different PCs or servers across your network. Application auditing allows you to review what applications were run by users on which PCs and for how long. Keylog auditing allows you to capture and review keys that were pressed by users across the network on PCs and servers. Website auditing allows you to review which websites were visited and for how long by users across the network. Activity analysis allows you to review what the employee actually did on the PCs in the network and for what length of time, and analyze this graphically and view their activity on the computer over a given 24-hour period for a range of time. This is viewed by users across PCs. And finally, session auditing allows you to review what the users logged into and logged off of across the network. This allows you to see security-wise if a user connected to a PC that perhaps they shouldn't have. Let's start by taking a look at the desktop auditing. We'll simply click Desktop Auditing, and that brings us into the User Auditing console. Now notice the 6 areas we were reviewing on the home page are listed here at the bottom left, and you can easily click on them and switch at any time to view them. Initially, we're on Desktop Auditing. Let's review some of the desktop screenshots captured by the system and see how the module displays the data. To begin with, notice here on the left we have tabs that are shown sideways that allow us to view computers across the network and drill down to the data stored for each of those computers. The first is the by service layout. This is the structure of the Praetorian Guard system, where we can see our prefect, the tribune, and all the centurions assigned to that tribune. If you have multiple tribunes, you would see them listed here, and all the PCs assigned to each tribune listed underneath each. We also have the ability to view computers across the network by their organizational tree of your company. You can view users or computers within here. We also have Pi computer groups, so we can review all Windows 7 or all Vista PCs, depending on how you construct your computer groups, which are basically used to help you manage your network. We can also view individual users. This allows us to view screenshots of users across all PCs. We also can use the user groups. So if we had employees separate from management, we can view all of the users or individual users underneath each of these. We also have computers, individual computers, and inactive centurions, which would be computers that are no longer active on the network. The history is still accessible. We'll choose by service layout. No matter which of these tabs you choose, any of these, the tree structure allows you to view all of the subtree units underneath it. So if I click on Tribune, then I will view screenshots for all the children computers underneath that Tribune. We'll choose this, and now we'll choose our dates. For testing purposes, we've got data stored at these dates. We simply click Load Data, and the data is populated in our grid at the bottom. These are actual data records for each screenshot. So each record in this grid represents a screenshot in our database. This grid allows us to simply sort and group in any fashion we would like. Notice these filter buttons. By clicking the filter button, I can simply click it and show all of the unique items shown underneath it. So if I just wanted to view all the screenshots related to Scram XP Pro, by selecting that in the filter button, it filters it out for me. In addition to this, I can choose custom and do more advanced conditional formatting and filtering. We'll simply choose all to go back. An additional function of this grid, which is wonderful, it allows you to click this little pin button and it forces that item to be frozen on the left. So now if we move around, that column is frozen and we can always see which user's record we're looking at. This is available for any column. In addition, you can sort these columns by simply moving them and dropping them wherever you would like them to be. And a final powerful feature is you can choose any column that you'd like, drop it into this header to group. So we want to view our screenshots by computer. So now we can click underneath it and we can see the screenshots all related to this computer. By selecting this header group, I can then simply view the screenshots and it will pull back all the screenshots for this computer. Perhaps I'd like to drill down even more and see for this computer the user. By dropping user up there now, I can simply click the plus and it shows that for this computer I have 3 unique users with data captured that I can view for the Scram terminal server. These powerful sorting and grouping features allow you to easily find the data that you would like to view and monitor and capture the data and find potential employees that may be doing things that are inappropriate, or drill down and find violations of security, etc. This powerful grid function is throughout the product. In every area of the product you can use these same functions, so it makes it easily understandable and usable, given that every grid works exactly the same. Finally, we'll just select our data and we'll view the screenshots. Notice the screenshot viewer comes up. On the left we have the individual records that we just fetched and it's sorted by the computer and the user. I can simply click on these and move through and view the images on the right. Or up here at the top, that's in manual mode, I can go to slide view and it will actually make a slide and move through here. I can change the seconds down to how many seconds I wish to view each screen. In addition, I can change the view of this image here to actual size if I need to drill in, or best fit so I can see the whole screen. I can also print the image or all selected or all images that I've chosen to a printer. I can export these images in any of these formats. In addition, I can export all the image I've selected into a movie format, which is an AVI, which is basically a slideshow that can be passed to other individuals to watch. We'll close this, go back to our screen. There's an additional feature here we'd like to see, which is the instant viewer. Going back to our main desktop auditing console screen, we can see an additional item here at the top right. We have print and export, which is important for the grid. Anything you select in this grid can be exported or print previewed in Excel, PDF, XPS, CSV. This allows you to pull data out and do more analysis on it. Instant Viewer is a subscreen that allows us to immediately fetch screenshots from all of the selected computers. We're going to click Fetch now and see what's going on our network. We can see we have 3 computers that are collected here with the users as follows and the screenshots. So on the Windows 7 computer, Fred Sanford is looking at ESPN. On the terminal server, we can see that Chris Rock is working on his Internet Explorer and has Outlook open. And finally, on our SQL server, we have a user that's working in the SQL Enterprise Manager. We can easily see across the network all the items that we wish to fetch. We can also print and export this data from this same screen. Notice that the fetch process worked across all the units we selected. So we were at the Tribune, which means show us the Tribune and all of the sub-Centurion children underneath it. So basically screenshots were fetched from all of these computers for users logged in. Next, we'll look at application auditing. This is the end of Praetorian Guard demonstration part 2 user auditing console of desktop auditing. Please go to demonstration part 3 to continue.